Hi there, Lorena Seidel here. Welcome to another week of Connected Conversations. This week we're going to talk about how to be rational and loving at the same time. It's that kind and firm at the same time all the time I talk about. So we want to parent from this powerful state of being, right? Not that primal state of being. What usually happens is that many of us are not aware that our reactions, our actions are reinforcing unproductive behavior. And even if we are aware, we often don't know what to do to change. We have that classical example of the child at the grocery store asking for sweets. Mom and dad say no a few times, they threaten to leave the store, they lecture, go on on the cons of eating sugar. The child whines and escalates. The parents give in. The child gets the sweet along with the message that that behavior was successful. So when we are in that surviving, that primal place of parenting, we tend to handle the negative behavior with maybe yelling or threatening or punishing. And that we know won't work long term. That escalates negative behavior. That approach might actually get the child to conform, but from fear of punishments. What we want to do, on the other hand, is use an approach that is rational and loving, because that is what helps you get to the bottom of the problem, to the root cause, helps you teach the skills along the way, and helps you connect. So that same example of the child at the store, which you can translate to any situation you might be facing in your own parenting, but you can connect before correct. Let's see, that's one strategy. You can say something like, "You and I have such sweet tooth, don't we?" Or, "I can see that you're hungry. Would you like to pick out a fruit so you can have that for a snack?" You can validate the child and say, "I can see that you're upset that I said no." You can give the child choices. Would you like to have the dried mango or the banana chips? Even better, you can help the child, engage the child in something purposeful, productive, helpful. You can say, "We need 3 boxes of pasta. Can you help me get them?" Well, now if the child is having a tantrum, then the respectful thing to do is to scoop up the child, wrap up that grocery visit, and quickly go back to the car. That is respectful to the child and respectful to you. Even if you have to abandon the shopping cart a couple of times, it's worth it, because this approach sends a clear message to the child that you say what you mean what you say, and you follow through. That you are mutually respectful, and also teaches the child several life skills. It teaches them to be resilient, to be patient, to be emotionally stable, to self-regulate. And you are modeling many skills as well. So this approach is proactive. When, on the other hand, when we're in that primal state of being, we tend to use the shaming, the blaming, the threatening, the punishments, and that is reactive. So when we are being proactive, we maintain the connection, we teach mutual respect, we build the life skills. Well, so the next time, and I'll give you a few other examples of things you can do. Let's say your child spills juice. The parenting from the primal state of being might scream, wipe that juice in anger. The powerful parenting from that powerful state of being would say, "Here's a cloth. Let's clean this together." Again, teaching the skills, modeling the skills. When your child is playing too rough with the dog or with the baby, with a peer, with a sibling, you can say, "It looks like the two of you are having a hard time. Let's take a little break from each other until you can both play more gently." Even if it's silly to say this to the dog or to the baby, but you want to do that so you're avoiding that victim and bully roles that we end up assigning when we take science. Another example, maybe your toddler is hitting you. The primal parenting, if you get to that place, surviving parent might hit the child back, or yell, or threaten, or punish. Or you can just hold the child's hand and pat his arm and hand and say, people like gentle hands, people like love. So these are just a few examples of how the powerful parenting, or parenting from that place, what that looks like, and the contrast to our surviving parent, right? The things that we tend to do when we're in that primal state of being. So I want to leave you with these today as another reminder to work on your mindset so you can be rational and loving at the same time, so you can react and respond in a productive way, effective way, but staying calm and friendly and mutually respectful, and letting the love get through your parenting. And I also gave you the strategies of connecting before correcting, validating, giving choices, engaging the child in something useful and productive, because these are a few strategies for you to gather from that other piece of this, better parenting, which is having better strategies to replace some of these things we're so used to do, like yelling. And then this also helps you with that connection piece. This creates connection, helps you sustain connection, and even help you repair the connection more quickly when things break down. And then all of these the strategies I gave you in this approach is helping you get to the bottom of the issues and helping you build the skills in the process. So it really meets those 4 areas that I always talk about that we need to be working on constantly. So if you have any questions or comments, please send them my way, and I cannot wait to see you next week.